Hey guys, um, this is a bit different. I reached the end of a level um, to where the game was like, you can no longer go on as this version of yourself. You did it. It's like, the universe is like, big party. When it's like I beat the game with the avatar that I was in or something. And we never actually beat the bigger game that we're in. It's not meant to be beat. We just kind of keep up leveling infinitely. Yeah. And I felt like my heart was starting to rebel. My heart was getting really lonely and was really wanting connection. And connection is scary, you know? Connection is really scary because it's messy, it's difficult, it's painful. We're guaranteed to mess up, and other people are like, we're guaranteed to like hurt people, and they're guaranteed to like kind of hurt us, you know? And so I think there's a big part of me that would just rather avoid connection, would rather avoid friendship, relationship, and just be alone on the mountain, so to speak, connecting to source. There's a part of me that wishes that my heart would kind of allow that, because that feels so much safer to me. Because then it's like, I don't have to hurt people, they don't have to hurt me, I don't have to feel these uncomfortable. It's like connection is, to me, it's like such an unknown realm. Because it's, you know, we all know ourselves pretty damn well, right? We all do these, if you're watching this, there's a good chance. And maybe some of you are just getting to know yourself, like you're in the hermit phase void. And these phases come and go. Like I was just in a hermit phase for a month where all I was interested in was my own consciousness. Like I barely watched a YouTube video. I wasn't really talking to many people, except for like I'd go on a spiritual retreat and connect. Had like a dyad partner. It was kind of one of those shamanic initiation periods for me where the shaman goes out into the jungle or the forest by himself for a good period of time, or they go into the cave, you know? And so that's what was like really, that was what was calling to me. And it was incredible. And wow, it's like there was so much treasure in those periods of time. But I could feel how yesterday, the energies, how life was bringing me out of that, and how uncomfortable that was for me. But also how fucking amazing it was to just feel like my heart blast open again and be like, oh my God, I want to talk to people. I want to love someone. That's actually what my heart, because yesterday I was coming out of that phase of like the lone wolf phase. And initially I could feel my heart, it was just like really lonely. It was like burning for connection. And I realized like the inconvenient truth for my super ego, or the part of me that wants to control life and, you know, manage how things move. I noticed like how inconvenient it was for me, for that part, you know, how much my heart needed connection. But as I let myself go into connection and reached out to people, I realized that my heart just wanted to give love. I realized that underneath the desire to receive connection and be seen and be heard and all this good stuff, which was totally there, I realized that the deeper thing, that the thing that was most alive within me was like, oh, I just want to give love to others in relationship. Because I hadn't been able to really do that recently, because like I said, I've been in this place where it's felt so true to just kind of be really in my own universe and to just only kind of talk to people out of necessity, like when it's needed, but not to really go seeking connection at all, to not there has been times when people have reached out to me, or just there's just been instances where I felt like I could maybe accept this offering, or maybe this is an opportunity to have a nice talk or whatever. But there was something in me that was like, no, not yet. Like we're still in this chrysalis of aloneness, and it was really what my consciousness wanted so bad. And that's the thing we have to realize is we just need to go with what's the most authentic. And the tendency is to think it's going to be that way the whole time, because if it is, then we get to control it, and then we can kind of get what we want. Because if it's this way the whole time, then at least the mind has that knowing. It doesn't have to face the unknown of like the fluctuations and the ebb and flow of life and energy. It can just be like, oh, this is who I am. I'm the lone wolf, or I'm the one who just connects to people all the time. I never go into solitude. When in reality, life is like a dance, and sometimes it's a slow song, and sometimes it's a salsa. And what you really want is, you don't really want to control it. You just want to be in harmony with what's the realest thing, what's the most alive and authentic thing. So yesterday I felt me kind of going from the slow dance, you could say, to like, okay, there's a new song playing now in the foreground of my consciousness. And the song is Tantric Connection. Getting chills saying that. The song is, oh fuck, time to be vulnerable again. Time to put ourselves out there on the line. Because that's the thing when it comes to connecting. You really, to do it well, to do it in like the most expansive way, it requires you to really put yourself out there and to be vulnerable. And this is good, because this helps deconstruct the ego. In many cases, that's really what relationship is actually all about. A lot of people want to make relationship about how to like accumulate the most amount of, or feel the most amount of pleasure and comfort and security. And there can be those elements. But the deepest aspect of any relationship is becoming more conscious. Is relationships help us really expand our consciousness and reveal to us more of our shadow and more of our gifts too, all of it. So they can be kind of like ego obliterators. They can be so humbling because, like I said, you're gonna drop the ball. They can be confusing. You're in the unknown. And so I felt like the salsa music started to play, or the fiesta music of like, I could feel just the heart opening and there's nothing I could do about it. And I was like, oh, we're going on this ride, all right. And I realized how much the past ride I was on was more of like just kind of like a masculine ride, We can talk masculine, feminine, or yin and yang, whatever. But it was more kind of like just like I said, in my own chrysalis, which is invaluable. Whatever's the realest thing is like what's going to be the most valuable for you. It's when we resist what's real that we create a lot of unnecessary suffering, but maybe it's necessary so that you can surrender deeper. And I could definitely feel a part of me was resisting, the new song. It was like that music coming on, like, oh fuck, that music means that things get really vulnerable and scary. Because things are less scary when you're kind of in the chrysalis. Because you're in the chrysalis, right? You're in the womb. You're in this layer of protection, in a sense. And then you're coming out, you're like, oh fuck, that light is bright. Are there creatures out here that are going to eat me? Where do I go? How do I do this? I've never seen this world before. And that's kind of how it is. when you come out of these void or lone wolf or hermit phases, it's like, holy fuck, okay, we're doing this thing again. Or it can, like I said, it can feel like the first time, because it is the first time for this new being that you are. And so I noticed that, like how I had more of a draw to watch like YouTube videos. I had a draw to watch more other people sharing their gifts. Whereas in the last month, it was just really aloneness. And I didn't want to take anything in at all, like nothing. I didn't watch any of my favorite shows. I watched Spiritual Renaissance, maybe like 2 or 3 videos of him. I go to a satsang here and there. I said I went to a retreat, but it was just very, very limited what I was taking in. And yesterday I could feel this desire to like connect with other people's work again and just to like receive them. And I like watched this awesome movie, LA Confidential, last night. It was fucking amazing. And I was like, after it was over, I was like, oh my God, that was incredible. That was incredible. Incredible writing, acting, cinematography, everything. And it was so fun to celebrate some other people's art and their work, you know, and connect. I was like, that was a way of connecting and kind of moving back into some YouTube videos. And I don't watch stuff you'd think I'd watch. I watch just more random stuff that is just kind of nice. That just shows me different things. But yeah, and then I was reaching out to people and had a nice little heart connection with someone yesterday that was really, it was just like my inner child was like, I want to play with someone. I want to play. I'm lonely. I'm on the playground alone. And that can be fun for a while. And it can feel the opposite of lonely. But it's like we listen to our own heart. And for a while, like I said, my heart was just wanted to learn about itself and cultivate a sense of wholeness there. And so that's what I've been going through. Maybe this resonates with you, and maybe you're going into the opposite movement where you've been really in connection. Maybe you're just getting out of a long-term relationship or something, or you've just been around people a lot and now you're going into aloneness. You're going into the chrysalis. The advice here is it's not this way or that way. It's what's the way for you right now. What's calling you right now? What's true? And I just wanted to record. Well, I didn't even have a choice. My heart's like, sit the fuck down. We are making a raw, real video. These are the most fun for me. I think these are the highest level of service I can offer. It's just being on that living edge of what's real in the moment. They're just so much fun to make. But yeah, this has been really fun. I just want to say I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. The absolute best way to support this work is joining the Patreon community. It really fucking means a lot to me when I see you guys signing up for that. You have no idea like how much that supports my humanity. It's just such a beautiful offering every time I see a new subscription come in. And so I just wanted to mention that and how much it means to me and how appreciative I am to you guys for your support, for just watching these, for being here, for your comments, for sharing the video, for just anything that feels true and real for you when it comes to supporting this work. It's amazing. And of course, donations really help and all that good stuff. But yeah, I hope that this supports you in some way. It's just, I feel so grateful just to be able to share my heart with you guys. And my heart is so happy that you're here. But I'm gonna end it there. Just sending you guys so much love. And I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.